Hi all, welcome back to the channel. So you might have heard or tried AI coding tools like Replit, Lovable, Bolt, and so on and so forth. But you might have noticed problem that first, it's not as powerful as developer tools, and secondly, they're extremely expensive. In this video, I'm going to discuss why it's not a good idea to spend money on some of these AI coding tools and what you should do instead. So don't go anywhere and stay all the way till the end. I'm Avdesh. I have 20 plus experience in building large program applications, and I have worked with a lot of our Fortune companies. And based on that experience, I like to share my thoughts on what's best for you to use if you're trying to build a software which can scale up and grow really big. Start by comparing prices for these some of these AI coding softwares. So first, let's go through Lovable. So Lovable has starter plan starting, $20 per month. But what do you actually get by paying this? So if you kind of check here, basically it gives you 100 messages for $20. So if you look at message, right, whenever you're typing something and asking Lovable to code, it is considered as a message. So whether it's a, say 1,000 word message or you are just typing 2 line, it will be considered as a one message. So one pro tip, whenever you're working with these tools, it's better to get your prompt created, maybe using ChatGPT, and have more detailed requirement in one go so that the software can create whatever you're looking in one go at a lesser price and you don't do a lot of back and forth. So if you write, say, a one line message, I ask it to create, say, hey, create a lead generation software for me. It'll create something, but then you'll have to do a lot of back and forth to update it. It may create a lot of junk code as well sometimes, and then you'll end up paying or burning a lot of money. This is for Lovable. Now let's check pricing for Replit. Now Replit's pricing is for the paid plan around $30 per month, and so what you get with this is, say it charges 25 cents per checkpoint. So whenever in Replit you're building something, once you're built till a certain extent, it'll consider it as a one checkpoint, and then when you make any changes on top of it, uh, you'll be charged extra. Something similar to Lovable, but instead of messaging, they use checkpoint. So Bolt, if you look, so their pro plan is at $20 per month. Again, not too bad, and it gives you 10 million token. So 10 million token is something good to start with, and if you look at it, right, all of these softwares have pricing in a different manner, which makes it really difficult to compare them. So 10 million token. If you're building a complex program with a lot of line of code, you may start burning it pretty fast. You can use ChatGPT to kind of get an idea how much one token refers. Uh, but on a rough, one token you can say is kind of one word. So not bad, but as you uh, grow bigger and you build more complex applications and it's involving a lot of libraries and things like that, you'll start burning these tokens pretty fast. So you might be wondering, okay, so what are the options if AI coding tools are not that great? So the options are there are tools like Cursor and Windsurf and some more. So these tools are kind of similar to the development environment which developers have. So, and that's why they look little daunting. But once you install them, they work pretty much similar to these AI coding tool, and these are way cheaper, and you can use them to build really powerful app. So if you look at Cursor, right, its pricing is 500 messages per month for $20. If you compare head on with Lovable, it was $20 for 100 messages. So if there it was costing you 20 cent per message, here it is just 4 cent per message. And it has unlimited slow premium request also. So that really helps. Now if you look at Windsurf, Its pricing, it is $15 per month, but these are like, 1500 premium model flow action credits. So, I mean, if you do dig deeper, right, what it means is that whenever you um, type a message to this console, then if it is doing multiple message steps to complete that request, then each of them will be counted as a separate flow. Whereas in cursor, if you type one long message, if it has to do whatever steps, it is still counted as one message. So comparatively, like, cursor is way is cheaper. So now if you have to compare cursor, which is kind of a code editor, with something like Lovable, which is AI coding software. Some of the differences are, first, in cursor you have complete control on the code. So whatever AI is generating, that's there, but you can do on your own certain integration changes in code. You have complete control, and you can really develop powerful application. Better than Lovable and other softwares, right? I mean, they're changing this, but generally, software will create something for you, and you cannot go and edit those codes. But as I said, like, these companies are also updating it, and you may already be, for some of these things, able to change code, but you have limited control over code and what you do. But these are really easy to use, so that's why many people initially gravitate toward Lovable, Replit, and those kind of things. And don't get me wrong, they are awesome. If you have to do prototyping, you want to create a quick proof of concept and share it with somebody. But if you want to build really powerful apps which can scale up, then these code editor tools like Cursor are your best bet. And that's another difference, right? In the software like Cursor, you have to download, install, which some people find it a little daunting. Whereas Lovable, another tool, you can directly go and type in and work. I hope you found this video valuable and were able to learn something out of this. If there's anything else you want us to discuss, then please drop a comment. Thank you, and check out our other videos on AI agents if you want to learn more. Thanks. Bye bye.